Hi, my name is Jodi. Today I will be going over a day in the life of, it's basically a day in the life of myself as a booker and a builder. Okay, let's get started on this. So on here, it's a day of the life of a booker and builder. I don't normally say I'm a one-star platinum IATAN card holder, and I don't normally tell you as far as income earner where I am. But the reason why I did that is because I want you to understand for me where this is coming from. In 2 days, it will be 4 years that I have been with Archer. And so in those 4 years, this is what I have accomplished. My first year, when people say to me, I can't do this, I say, I started this when COVID shut the world down and I made it work. So everybody can do this. It's what you want to put into it and what you want to get out of it that matters. So the first thing every day that I do, back then and now, I check the daily training schedule and I set my alarm. So every day I'm in my chat, the first thing, I see what trainings I want to attend and I set my alarms for those trainings. If I don't set my alarms, I am not going to show up for it. So I set my alarms for those trainings. The one thing I want to point out is I see a lot of agents that have been in the company for years that don't actually attend trainings. I still do. I still attend minimum 3 to 5 trainings a week because I'm always learning. I don't know everything. There is
Right.
so much I don't know. So for me, I will keep doing that so I can still learn from somebody, because you're always going to learn from somebody, whether it's somebody who's newer, a newer presenter, or somebody who has been around for a while.
Leave a check.
Uh,
Then,
Let me just, sorry, I got to just mute this, guys.
sorry.
Okay. All right. Every single day, when I first started, I would join 5 Facebook groups for booking as well as building every single day. Now, honestly, I only join new groups when I leave a group because I am in hundreds and hundreds of groups
Yeah.
that, guys, could you please make sure that you are muted rather than unmute yourself, okay? I'll answer any questions at the end. Feel free to put any questions in the chat. So in the beginning, I would always join 5 groups a day. Now I only join when I leave a group. And that's not even always, because since I am in hundreds, I don't really need to join new groups. But if I see that I'm posting too often in certain groups, I will join new groups. In the very beginning, I would post a new mock booking 2 to 3 times a week. I think it cut off a week. Now I post a new mock booking 1 to 2 times a month. Okay, I don't need to. Luckily, I have most of my clients right now are referrals, repeat clients, or people who find me off of Google and Facebook due to reviews. So I don't need to post as many mock bookings because I'm spending too much time booking, doing quotes, things of that nature, as well as training for my team and doing team building things. So every single day then, geez, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, guys. Every single day then, I would share a mock booking into 5 groups, morning, noon, and night. I did that every single day from a week after I started with Archer, every single day of 2020. Every single day. I'm not saying I took off a day, I took off 2 days, I took off the weekend. It didn't mean that I'd be working on the weekends, but I would wake up in the morning, I'd post in the afternoon, I'd post at night. Some people say to me, well, I work full time. So did I when I first started. So I posted prior to going to work. I posted when I got home from work, and I posted when I went to bed. And that is how so many people found me. Okay. Every single day then, I would see which agents canceled or were inactive and emailed those agents. That's for the building side. You always need to reach out to those agents to say, hey, I see that you're inactive. A lot of times they don't know they're inactive. They just need to update their payment. Or if they canceled, I see that you canceled. I'm sorry. Reach out in the future if you ever change your mind and want to come back or ever want travel booked. So share mock booking into 5 groups, morning, noon, and night. Then now I share a job ad once to twice a day into 7 groups. I really don't share mock bookings. I have been sharing this week Virgin Voyages, My BDM is doing a sailor night, and I am posting about that because I want people to show up to the sailor night. But I really only post mock bookings, like I said, once to twice a month, if that. So I only share into groups a few times a week, a few times a month, actually. I'm not saying that you should be doing that. You still should be sharing the mock bookings, but when you get to the point that you're so busy with clients, you don't have the time for new clients on top of all the new clients that you're getting, if that makes sense. I still see which agents canceled or were inactive and email those agents. And I send a new, sorry, I guess this cuts off. I send a new agent survey to new agents every single day now. So for our team, I look up every single day who joined the day before, and I send a new agent survey, just finding out what they're looking for, who their mentor is, um, how we can help them to be successful. Are they looking for full or part-time? How many hours a week? Have they booked travel before? And if they're interested in the team building side, I then, once I get those surveys back, I will send it to the mentor who has that agent, and it just gets to know the person that you brought on a little bit more. So here's my weekly to-do list. Every Monday, I confirm trips within the next 2 weeks, and I check the seats on the plane. By checking the seats on the plane, you're like, why do I need to do that? Because they change the seats on the planes a lot. I had a client who they changed his great seats to sitting right next to the bathroom, and I know that that client would not have been happy. So I always will go in, I will take the record locator for the flight. I will go into the actual airline website, and I will manage the flight, and I will check the seats. I will also see if I can get them better seats sometimes. I also make sure that their TSA or frequent flyers are entered and their passport information is entered. Every Monday, I email my entire downline, usually every Monday, I shouldn't say, but every Monday I try and email my entire team. If you are a gold consultant or above, you can email them in the back office. And I just sort of let them know what trainings for the week. I give them our Discord chat link, just anything I want to say, but I sort of am, I want to be in front of the people on our team. Every Monday, I send luggage tags to clients traveling within 2 weeks. So this is something newer that I started about a year ago. And if a client books a trip with me, 2 weeks prior to the trip, I will send a thank you note with personalized luggage tags with my company name on it and my company email address. It's just a little way of saying thank you. Every Thursday, I set up my calendar for next week. So what I do is I will actually go into my Google Calendar and I will look and see when I'm working and what I want to do. And I will put like offered client calls for a certain chunk of the day, offered one-on-one call, offered a new agent meeting. So twice a week, I usually will offer new agent meetings for any new agents that I have. I used to, in the beginning, would talk to them one by one on the phone. Now I set up these meetings by Zoom, and they can sign up for it. I'm not one to hold my agents' hands, so I offer them things, and it's up to them what they want to do with it. So I offer one-on-one calls with agents, offer times for client calls, and offer new agent meet and greet calls. That's what I set up for my calendar. On Friday, I email my direct agents. How I email my direct agents is I have all of their information in my Google Calendar or my Google contacts, and I'll go over that in a little bit with you. So I email my direct agents with my calendar for the following week. Every single week, I host a training. Every single week. If you are going to be a team builder, you want to be on that camera. Whether it's a Q&A, whether it's a specialty training like this, you should be on camera. You should be helping your agents. And even if you're not a team builder, and maybe you're really good at cruises, do a training for your team on cruises. Help people out, because really what we want to do is help one another succeed. Every week, I thank clients on social media who've booked with me. So every Thursday is what I do. So if I book somebody, I will put it on my Thankful Thursday calendar. And every Thursday, I will thank people who have booked with me that week. Okay, so I do that every single week. I don't change anything regarding that. So bookings, back then, I had clients contact me I worked on the quote right away and I emailed them the quote. I didn't have as much work to do back then, so it was very easy to work on the quote right away. I'm missing something here though. Bookings now, the client contacts me. I have them fill out a vacation quote request form. I have a phone call with them. If they do not fill out the form and not or fill out the form and have a phone call with me, I will not work with them. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's family member. They need to follow that. Fill out the quote request form, have a phone call. You need to get your clients on the phone. Now I charge a fee. I usually waive a fee for return clients. And I will say that to them. I'm like, please fill out the form. There's a part where you have to check the box that you're charged a fee, but I'll waive it for you this time. I never say I will waive it all the time because you might have a client who was a pain before and you might want to charge them a fee now. Or what they're looking for is not that easy. So maybe you want to charge them a fee. So I will waive the fee for people, but I will let them know, check the box, and I will waive the fee for you. So after I have the phone call with them, I send them a credit card authorization form. They pay the fee. Once I get that back, I will have a quote to them within 48 to 72 business hours, not hours, business hours. So if I talk to them on a Thursday, that means by Tuesday, I will have a quote to them. Okay. I also now confirm seats on the plane, frequent flyer numbers, and known traveler numbers up front. I know now to do that. So even though you book it, just say through Vax, and it says these are the seats, once it actually goes through, just say American, they might not be the seats that you have via Vax. So I always double check that. So where to enter bookings? As soon as you book, you need to be entering your bookings. Commission tracking form. Guys, don't hold off on the commission tracking forms. What if you forget? Are you going to blame Archer for not paying you? You forgot to fill out the commission tracking form. Fill it out right away as soon as you enter a booking, as soon as you do a booking so you don't forget to enter them. I put everything on my calendar. I live for my Google Calendar. I know I work with Travify. I know Travify has tasks. I still love my Google Calendar. So on my calendar, I will put a reminder for client payments. So 3 weeks before a payment is due, I will let the client know that their payment is due on this date. A day before, I remind them, and the day of, I go and make the payment. So those 3 things are on my calendar. Um, the one thing I do want to point out is when I first started, I would tell them that the due date was the exact due date. Now I tell them a week before. Why? If there are any issues with the payments, you don't want the booking to be canceled. So that week gives you extra time. And I come out and told clients, because sometimes, you see on a cruise booking when the payment's due, I will come out and say, I know the payment is due this date, but I request the payment on this date, and this is the reason why. I will contact on my calendar, contact resort for amenity. So about 2 to 3 weeks before a client travels, I will contact the resort and see if I can get a complimentary amenity sent to their room on behalf of me with a note from me. Don't put too much emphasis on this. I mean, try and definitely do it, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it does happen, great. I put on my calendar 2 weeks prior to resend the confirmation, and I always tell them I wanted to resend this to you so you had it handy. But when I resend it to them, I'm also making sure of the flights, all the flight times are still correct. All their information is in for the flight, so I'm working with the actual airline doing all of that. I put on my calendar when to send luggage tags. That's 2 weeks prior. I put on my calendar the day before they go on a trip to wish them a good trip. The day after they get back from the trip, send a traveler feedback form. And then the day that I expect the commission. So just say the person is traveling through the end of April. I will put June 30th on my calendar that I should expect to receive commissions. Okay, so I put it 60 days after. So all of that I put on the calendar. It sounds like a lot, but it really is needed. So that way you keep track of all of this. I have a spreadsheet. That should have said not on your spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet I posted my links earlier, my document with all my links earlier in the chat, and that my spreadsheet is on there. I put all details regarding the booking and when I should receive commission. So I will put the day it was booked, the day they traveled, their name, address, phone number, who I book through, where they're going, the confirmation number, the total booking price, the commission price, and then the commissions that I should receive. So that would be 80%. And then the date that I should be receiving it. So I have all of that on a spreadsheet. That way, when I get paid, I actually color code it that yes, I got paid. And then I can see by color coding the ones that I'm still waiting on, the commissions. The other thing, guys, enter your bookings and rewards programs. There are loyalty programs for resorts. There are like inclusive collection where you can get free night stays. There are loyalty programs for destinations such as Jamaica. And there's also mybookinrewards.com. You can enter a bunch in there. I know for the Dominican, under mybookinrewards.com, you earn money. I just earned $30 from Sonesta Ocean Point Resort through my booking reward. So I'm always entering it wherever I can. If you don't know what the loyalty programs are, Google Travel Agent Rewards Program for Inclusive Collection or something like that. I don't always know. I Google a lot. Okay. So here are some differences. Back then, I did all my quotes via Google Docs. Now I do my quotes via Travefy, and I include excursion options. By me including some excursion options, I would say one out of every four, I'm guessing, one out of every four bookings, I will also book excursions. You sell 2 excursions a month, and you just paid for your Travefy or your Travel Joy or whatever. Okay. Back then, I would ask for reviews once a client books a trip. So since I didn't want to wait for months to get a review, I would ask for the reviews once a client booked a trip. So I'd book a trip for them. I'd say, hey, would you do me a favor? Here's a link, either my Google review, my Facebook review, or my Travel Leaders Network review link. And I ask for reviews once the client books a trip. Now I only ask for it once the client travels. Okay, because now I've built it up so I can ask once a client travels. Back then, once in a while, I would think outside the box. I'd offer a referral fee. I'd post it on my personal page, sometimes on my business page, for a $25 Amazon gift card if a client books 1,000 or more. And you might want to put does not include flights only, or does not include car rental, something like that. You want something where you're going to actually make a lot of commissions. And the reason why I say Amazon gift card is because you can send that for free. If you do a Visa gift card, there is a fee, but Amazon gift card, you can send it via email, super easy. Now I send a $10 Starbucks gift card if someone refers a client to me. So if I'm speaking to a client and on my form, it also says who referred you. If I find out that Jane Smith referred this person, and I book for that person, I will send a $10 Starbucks gift card as soon as I book that trip. It's just a little thank you. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much for referring. And I do it through Starbucks, and it can be sent via email. I used to send a handwritten card and get the Starbucks gift cards, but you know what? I'm saving a little bit of money. I'm sending it via email, and I do it that way. Though I do have to say handwritten note cards go a long way. I do usually send out either a Thanksgiving card, a holiday card, or a New Year's Day card every single year I send to my clients. So here are some things that I do. Once I get a client or a prospect, I will put it in. I use MailerLite. You can use MailChimp, things like that. I have like a email marketing, which is MailerLite. I put all the information in there. I also put it in Google Contacts. So in MailerLite, I have different groups. I have clients who have booked with me, and then I have months. So like right now, all my prospects are going in January 2024, anybody who signs up this month. I will then send in February an email to all my January 2024 people saying, my prospects saying, you know, if you want to jump on another call with us, here's the link for that. If you would like to sign up, here's the link. And so I just reach out to them again as a reminder. And what I do with my prospects in Google Contacts, I shouldn't say my prospects. Once somebody joins the team in Google Contacts, their name's already there because they were already on a call with us. I will actually change that. So if I have Jane Smith, it says JZW Travel in my Google Contacts. She's labeled under JZW Travel. She decides to join. I then have Team Horizon, which is my team. I change her from JZW Travel to Team Horizon. And I put in the ID number in the leg, the ID number of my leg as the company name. So I have 4 different accounts with Archer, and I will put what leg they are on. So 66784 or whatever it might be. And that way I keep track of who is in each leg of mine. How that also helps is every Friday when I send that email to just my direct agents, all I have to do is email myself, BCC Team Horizon, because all of my agents are under Team Horizon. And I'll show you that in a bit. Once a month, I send a mass email, as I said, to all prospects from the previous month. And 3 to 4 times a year, I send a mass email to my clients. I use MailerLite for all of that. So that is something else that I do. Phase 1, guys, always stay in phase 1. You should be joining 3 to 5 trainings a week. I don't care if you've been here 5 years. I don't care if you've been here 5 months. You can still learn. You should join groups for booking and building, and you should post daily for booking and building. Don't do as I say. Like I did tell you that I do 7 jobs a day, usually once or twice a day. You really should be doing those mock bookings. Doesn't matter how long you've been here, unless you are so busy that you can't handle any more clients. Work on certifications with vendors. Certifications for me, when I first started, that was a big part of my day. Every single day is I'd work on certifications. Now I don't do certifications as often, but I still keep up with some. And join and attend networking events. You're never too, you should always be doing something. I was in a networking group. I just stopped about, I think over the summer, but I still go to this one happy hour a month. I'm still out there networking some. You should always be carrying business cards with you. And the last thing I do every single day, which I don't have on here, every single day before I end my day, is I write my list for the next day. If I don't write my list for the next day, I feel lost. So every single day, you should be writing what you need to do. So for my list, it says the date. The first thing is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 means post in the morning, post in the afternoon, post at night. So I don't always do it 3 times, but I still put that there and I mark off once I post. I have my new agent surveys. I have a LinkedIn ad because I like to do a new LinkedIn job ad. I'm going to tell you what I have for today. Send out luggage tags to this one client. Get a hotel for a client who has a cruise. Set up transfers for a client who the transfers did not come with their package. I have to work on a Barcelona for a cruise. Somebody needs to fly to and from Barcelona and have some extra nights. I have to do 2 confirmations. Email my team because I didn't do it yesterday. And I think that's pretty much it for today. So, but I write down every single day what I need to do. Do I get everything done off my list every day? No. But what I will do is I will asterisk or I will put it in numerical order of what needs to be done. So there, like today, I have these 2 confirmations. I promised the people on Friday or Saturday, I think it was, I booked on Saturday, that I would have their confirmations to them today. So I will have their confirmations today. That's a definite. Some of the other stuff I can push off till tomorrow. But always stay in phase 1. Okay. I will go back and look at some questions. And I saw we did, I should have made this larger. Sorry, guys. So anybody who could not get on the call, just let them know that I am recording this and I will post it. So what kind of groups do I join? I join, it depends. For the jobs, I join jobs like now hiring, jobs in, stuff like that. For mock bookings, I will join wedding groups, moms groups. garage sales, yard sales, community bulletin boards, Craigslist. I basically, what I will do is I will look, so for the groups I join for travel, I actually only join, excuse me, I only join around my local area. Some people like to do it all over the country. I only book pretty much for local area or market myself for local area. For jobs, I will go and pull up a map and find counties in Texas and pick a county and start looking and searching. So if you don't have clientele yet, would you suggest posting more mock bookings? I still think about 2 to 3 mock bookings a week when you don't have clients is good, but you are sharing those mock bookings into groups every single day. So Monday you did a mock booking, you're going to share it. Now make sure that the price does not go up. You're going to share it, morning, noon, night. Tuesday, the price hasn't gone up. You share it Tuesday, Wednesday, the price has gone up, do a new mock booking. Or if you see, you look at your insights. If you see it's not going anywhere, do a new mock booking. If you see the insights and it's being shared and a lot of people are seeing it, then don't do a new mock booking. Keep doing that one. I do not Yelp. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't. Where do you track the seats after you book on Vax? So I have Travefy. So I will put the seats in there on Travefy. So Travefy and Travel Joy are paid services. Guys, I did it a week after I started here. I signed up for a year. I just paid for it because you know what? This was my career. This was going to be my career. I was going to build this up. And so I knew that you have to invest some, and it looks very professional. I personally think more so than a Google Doc. So I have it in Travefy what the seats are. I do have a traveler feedback form, and I did post my links earlier. I'll try and post them again at the end. So on my traveler feedback form, actually I can show this. Let me pull it up. I can't get back to my Zoom. So on my traveler feedback form, I have my Google review. It takes it right to them. Travel Leaders Network. If people who are new, if you don't know, go into Agent Universe. And then there is, I think it's called Agent something. I'm not sure what it's called. I forget. But in there, you can build up your Travel Leaders Network bio. And I have the review there. Facebook, you can't go right to the reviews. I've been having a lot of issues with this, and I talked to Facebook. They said, send them to your page and tell them to click on reviews. Somebody just did and said they weren't able to put a review in. So I'm not sure who can and who can't. But I have it right there. And this is my traveler feedback. I asked them for testimonial and any photos, and if they agree for me to use those photos or the testimonial. If they give a great testimonial, they agree to it. I will show you. Actually show you 2 different ones. So Kelly gave a review. I put it like that. She didn't give pictures, but then Emily went and did an actual review on her page and tagged us, but it wasn't, since she's private, it didn't allow me to repost it. So I did it this way and I used some of her photos. Okay, but I'm always saying if somebody has any responses, I will always put it on my page. I put it on my page and I put it on LinkedIn as well and Instagram. Oh, thank you for putting the links in there. All right, let me go back to see where. Yep, the spreadsheet information is in there. Somebody just thank you guys for posting. Yeah, so what I do, Amber, is I do buy luggage tags. I spend a little more. I go through Vistaprint. I like Vistaprint. Vistaprint also had a thing for, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the producer or something like that for $75 a year, I think it was, and it knocks off 40% when you're spending over a certain amount and gives you free shipping. And I just started paying for that a few months ago, but I will do luggage tags for the next month. So I just purchased 12 for February. Sometimes I'll do for a couple months. But yeah, I do buy it like that. But I mean, other places have luggage tags as well. I just really like Vistaprint. Yes, Bridget, you listen to me. Vendor for excursions, I usually do via tour. Okay. How do you create a review link? So for Google, it says Google reviews. You'll click on there and get more reviews. And there's your link. Okay. For travel leaders, I can still get in here. It's Agent Profiler. That's what it's called. You have to fill everything out for Agent Profiler. And then it's going to say, I believe 80% unpublished, even though you completed everything. So you have to complete your profile. In the beginning, I'm like, I don't know what my specialties are. I don't know destinations. Just put anything in there. Once it's 80% unpublished, you need to contact Archer to have them publish it for you. And then you go to my profile, my reviews. Why are you not working? Okay. And then here it says, click here to submit your review. And that's the link that I use. So if you're going into travel leaders, and travel leaders, find an agent. Travel leaders, an agent. Okay, so if you're going, if a consumer is going in here, all right, you're going to put location. So let's do my zip code. Okay. That is not my zip code. Why did they not do my zip code? Let's see. Location. Huh. Oh, it's near. Let's try. Actually interviewed with her a week after I started here. She offered me a job and I said, no, thank you. So there I am. And I changed what I specialized in, what my destination specialties. You can put whatever you want. I've had 28 reviews. So it shows here like how many reviews people have had. So people have found me that way as well. Okay, so sorry, need to go back to where people ask questions. Okay. My issue is finding groups to post the mock bookings. I finally found 2. You're not looking hard enough, Eric. I wouldn't be in hundreds and hundreds of groups if I weren't allowed to post. Just make sure you follow the rules too. I mean, I have some groups that say on the 1st and the 15th, you can post in there. So on your calendar should be the 1st and the 15th that you can post in that group. You're in almost 2,000 groups, Jennifer. Wow. Yep, I was on the Virgin Voyages training this morning. I'm always on trainings. Is that Virgin training I mentioned for all agents or something special for my team? It's from my business development manager. They reached out to me. In the beginning of your travel career, did you have clients not want to work with you because of your fee? I did not do a fee in the very beginning, Bridget. So when I did start with the fee was during COVID, like when I kept canceling things and not getting paid. So I then let all my clients know I was charging a fee. I started at $100 at that point. I thought I will never get a client. And within, I think it was 10 days, I had a client. I booked a $14,000 trip. If you are nervous about charging a fee, charge a $25 fee. I do not think you should put it towards the trip. It should be for you, non-refundable. Okay, it should be for you. That's just my feeling, but $25, if somebody's booking a $5,000 trip, $25 isn't going to make or break them. However, $25, the people who are price shopping and not really going to use you might book on their own. They will have a problem with that fee. So that's fine. I don't want them booking with me, or I don't want them wasting my time, I should say. What about paying for ads? So when I first started, I would pay like $5 for 4 days for a Facebook mock booking. And I did that, I did that once in a while, not all the time. I now cannot boost a post on Facebook because I used the word champagne one time and they banned me from boosting. Joyce, remind me, I'll do that at the end. I do put pricing in my mock bookings. I'm a Garanimals girl from the 1970s. I like to see everything in one place. So I personally do put pricing in my mock bookings. I know a lot of people don't. Which is better between Travefy and TravelJoy? They both have pluses and minuses. I suggest doing a free trial of both. I personally love the customer service of Travefy, and I've been completely happy. I tried TravelJoy, and at the time when I tried, the customer service was not optimal. So that's why I stuck with Travefy. Nope, I don't put deposit amount. I put the full. Well, I shouldn't say that. I put deposit amount and the amount. So I will say the price is just say $3,000, and I can hold for 1 day at no charge if I'm able to hold it, and then a deposit of $400 per person is due. So I might do both. Okay. Yeah, they are really good quality, the luggage tags. I don't do Yelp, but I'm sure they have a review. Do I get a lot of leads through Travel Leaders? I get some. I wouldn't say a ton. I get most of my leads. Most people contact me because of Facebook or Google. Welcome, Karen. Oh, thank you, Heather. Heather just put in there how to publish your Travel Leaders network profile. How do I keep from getting bogged down in researching trips for people? So that's a good question. I hate doing quotes. Absolutely hate them. I have certain ways that I do it. One way, you can actually go in Vax, and when you're in Vax, you can do a sales email, which I do once in a blue moon, where you choose, I think, 6 different options, up to 6 options. I will, after qualifying them, I will say, look, I can either email you some ideas, or I can get you actual quotes of a couple resorts. I will do the couple resorts and an actual quote if I know that that is where my client should be going and their budget. But if they are all over the place, or there's 6 options for budgets that I like, I might email them and say, like yesterday I emailed, I have a return client who just got married, looking for a honeymoon, Caribbean, Puerto Rico, whatever. And I just sent her an email with ideas. Actually, let me see if I can find that. Let me stop my sharing for a second. And it also depends on how you feel about these people. So I said, all right, you might not like how many choices I'm giving you. And I gave her Antigua, Aruba. This is a lot. I normally don't give this much, but I know this client, and I knew it was her honeymoon and it was something different. So I gave her some options, and I just gave basically the website. Other times I might give information. I might give like 4 ideas, and I might say certain things about the resorts. Other times I might go and just do the quote. So I try and narrow them down as much as possible as far as the research. I think that is the answer. I try and narrow them down as much as possible. How do I charge the fee? I charge it through Square, and I do have on my YouTube channel charging fees videos, I think 2 of them. Okay. So I'm new, what will be the best thing to start? First of all, welcome. So you should be posting, you should be working on mock bookings. When I first started, I played around with Vax. I now know where Philadelphia flies to nonstop. Did I know it then? No. I played around with Bax. I played around with Google flights. I play around with um, TripAdvisor, just read reviews. So you should be doing mock bookings. You should definitely start with mock bookings. You should be doing certifications. You should, you know, that's really where you want to start, and jumping on any trainings. Oh, thank you, Corey. I don't talk about taxes. I refer you to an accountant. I'm not going to talk about taxes. I've been an agent 4 years in 2 days. So, all right, guys, I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that this helped you guys.